Mic check, 1 2 1 2. So I'm often asked, should I get a GoPro, Insta360, or Action Cam, or anything like that? And I say, yeah, you can, but I don't think it's the actual Action Cam that makes the Action Cam good. I think it's the accessories. So we're gonna talk about the accessories I use for my GoPro Hero 10, or what if they still call it a Hero. But let's get into it, and I'll tell you why I use what I use and how it's beneficial.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. There are 9 accessories that I feel that are most vital in using a GoPro or any action cam, because action cams are nothing without their accessories. Alright, let's start with the first accessory I would say you need. You need something to put your GoPro stuff in, because GoPro stuff is small and you lose it and something falls off and you ain't got it. Well, yeah, so well. I want to start with this snap mount. This is so good. It's so strong. Like, the magnets on this are industrial. Like, this and these are different. With that being said, this magnetic mount is literally holding on the side of my bed with one magnet and one screw. So imagine what it would do if you had an entire piece of metal to put it on. I like this because I know where this is. Sometimes I don't want this hanging around my neck, and I know you could just use it in a shirt, but the problem with this for me versus the chesty is that depending on the tightness of your shirt, it can kind of sag and pull your shirt, versus the chesty is over your body and it doesn't like pull your clothes and no type of sag. So if you truly want that on your chest POV, I would go with this first. If you want something that's universal, I would definitely go with this. So the way I wear it is, or the way you're supposed to wear it, you put this around your neck. And so I don't do it on this side. I loosen this, and then I put it over my neck and then tighten it to kind of where I want to wear it at. And I just, that's the wrong side, slip it around, and it just kind of snaps. So for application use, stick it in the shirt. Yeah, so that's how strong it is. So listen, yeah, straight through my shirt. So this was the con I was talking about. It pulling my shirt, and I mean it stays in place, but yeah, you get it. If you want something that you can clip and use magnetically, I would go with this. Just don't put too much weight on it. Like when I put the GoPro plus the media mod and a mic, if the surface isn't flat, the magnets don't really hold. Versus this, I can put this on a full frame camera and I trust that it'll hold. I haven't done it, but I trust it. But so this magnet is not that strong, but the clip works great. I like to stick it on my backpack or other places that I can't magnetically put it. And the chesty I like when I want to go POV because it's not pulling on my shirt. And this is universal. So these 3 pieces are interchangeably different, but they're in my top 9 pieces. So Mr. Snap Mount here, it's real, like, it's gonna, but yeah, like, it's really strong. Actually much stronger than the magnetic clip, whoa, that GoPro provides. But the thing I like about this clip is you can literally clip it. So it was cool that they added this magnetic piece onto the clip, but this is one of my favorites as well. With the, I'll drop everything in the description with names and links, because I don't know the name of everything. I just know that I like it. But this snap mount, that boy is strong. It's kind of redundant for these 3 because this has a magnet, this is magnetic, this is a chest mount, this can be a chest mount and a magnetic. That's why this is so resourceful, because it can be both of these in one. Alright, so like I was talking about, this is that clip, and this is it in action. So I mean, why not use this when you can? There's no other way I could put this up here if I don't have this clip. So this is like one of the reasons the clip is really important. I feel like it's really valuable that when you get a GoPro, you get these extra clips here, because you can literally like modulate this thing in any direction. I wish there was one I could put on here that swiveled like the snap mount, and this top piece swivels. The top piece swivels. So if there was a, so you see how I can almost swivel that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But this chesty, see how it's not pulling my clothes, it's like strapped to my body. So that's what I like, it being strapped to my body and not my clothes. So therefore it isn't like pulling my shirt. And then you can always just pop that off. Okay. Yeah, chesty is important. I'm trying to get over here because it's where all the good light is. But it's kind of tight. But this is a GoPro Hero 10 with the media mod, and the media mod it's great. There's only one con for me, but even with that one con, I wouldn't trade it out. So, and then I use this little tripod thing, but it's not in the top 9 because if I do this and then tilt this way, it's gonna fall, and that's not what I want. But we're talking about the media mod. So the media mod here is so good. This microphone is so much better than the internal microphones. Plus, you can add a microphone by sticking it into the, if I can get it open here, sticking it into the headphone jack. The only con with the media mod for me is it's a GoPro and it's a durable action camera. The only problem is with the media mod on, it's not waterproof. Other than that, the media mod is great. And I'm assuming just because of the microphone and stuff, but I don't know, whatever. But media mod is like number 1/2. You can recharge it. You got the headphone jack. You got 2 cold shoes. So I stick a mic on, or alright. So we're back on the normal lens. I think we're on wide. We might be on linear. No, we're on linear plus, and it's 4K 30. And this is just the regular lens, no ND filter with the light coming in. Just wanted to show you that as we got back from showing these ND filters. Okay, so this is what we look like with no ND filters on, just natural light, all your settings set straight out of GoPro. Stick a light on, which is an accessory we'll get to coming up next. The light. This light is so resourceful because at 1, 2, and 3 power, the later it gets in the evening, you still have light. GoPros are not the best in low light, so when you can stick this on top for just a little bit of light, that's all you need. So if you really want to see how powerful it is, you see that shadow behind me now? See how I lit up like a light? Like a light. Like a light. But at arm's length, I'm still lit. It's lit! These are the Freewell filters, and I'll pop one out real quick. So if you use these in conjunction with your media mod, you can still pop a lens off and put a lens on. But there we go. So I could pop this on, and hey, I'm not gonna tell y'all nothing crazy. As long as I've ever known or seen about GoPros, when you add a ND filter or a lens to it, it goes from, oh, that's cool, to, ooh, I can shoot something with that. So the one I got is ND filter plus polarization. Polarization isn't that great. That's a scientific explanation that we're not gonna go into, and why it doesn't work all that great. But the ND filters do work great, and that's how you get to that cinematic footage, by filtrating and keeping your shutter speed at the 180 degree rule or as close to it.
because there's no shutter angle. But wait, GoPro does do shutter angle, because I do 1/48th on here instead of 1/50th like on mirrorless cameras. So you get shutter angle on GoPros. I never thought about that. But yeah, get you some ND filters. I use the Freewells and I like them. Polar Pro makes some and some other brands that make some. But I like these Freewells because they got a look to them that I like. And most gear is preference, so yeah. Alright, moving on. Okay, so I'm about to show you what it looks like. We're in 4K 30, ISO on 100, shutter speed on 60, and this is with no lens on the GoPro. This is the standard lens. And that's just kind of what it looks like. And today's gloomy. It's not even a bright sunny day. Whew. Okay, I'm back. Last three pieces of kit here. Batteries. That's self-explanatory. You need extra batteries with GoPros. This cold shoe mount with the GoPro foot, you can stick it on your camera, anything that has a cold shoe. That's extremely accessible because when you start using a GoPro in relation with your camera, you're like, oh, it'd be cool if I could just stick my GoPro on top of my camera. So I think I saw this on King Jape's channel. I'll stick a link in the description for this as well as everything else. But this has been super resourceful ever since I got it. And last but not least, but maybe one of my favorites, the Max Lens mod. The Max Lens mod. It's basically half of a 360 camera. Alright, this is the viewpoint of the Max Lens mod. Can you see how much wider this is versus the regular lens mod? So if you stick both of these sticked, I think it's like 155-degree field of view, something like that. If I'm wrong, I'll stick it right there. But this thing is so good. The only problem is you can only shoot in 2.7K and not full 4K or 5.3K resolution. But that's okay, because if 9 times out of 10 when we watch stuff, we watch it on our phones. So this is still above that 1080p level. So the Max Lens mod plus the horizon leveling, that's internal stuff we'll talk about on another day. But these are my favorite GoPro accessories: Max Lens mod, cold shoe, necessary batteries, the Max Lens mod, which what I just said, the media mod, the LED light that goes on it, the chesty, the GoPro clip with the magnetic, and the snap lock clip. All my favorites. Yeah, so if you need a GoPro and you're looking for accessory, just get accessories based off of how you plan on using your GoPro. I don't use my stuff for like water sports and mountain biking, so I don't need like the mouthpiece and the sticky one that goes on your surfboard. I could just put the chesty on and be good. So that's all. Make sure whatever you create is high quality, no matter what you're creating it on. See y'all.